Hi everyone, welcome back.
And welcome back to Spill the Chai.
With KCL Hindu Society. How are you doing, Ilina?
I'm good, excited. How are you?
I'm okay.
Oh no, you said my name. We kind of spilled it. It's fine. We'll introduce each other though.
So to follow on from what Dara and Sham did last week, we'll introduce each other. Okay, do you want to go first?
So, this is Vasudha. She's a third year medic, meaning she's halfway from becoming a doctor. She lives in East London and her address is E17. I'm joking. I'm not going to say her address. But you never know, Vasudha, actually. You might get some fan mail.
Fan mail. We'll see if I get fans after this.
Never know. Yeah, I don't know many fun facts, but I feel like I will soon by the end of this, and then I'll be able to bait you out. But yeah.
Well, I already have a fun fact about you.
Oh no.
So, hi everyone, this is Ilina. She's also a third year medical student at King's College London. And Ilina, fun fact, she almost made it in Bollywood.
Almost, keyword.
Do you want to tell the listeners what happened?
Not as a big actress or anything, but I was just an extra in a Bollywood film shoot. And I thought I was in my first year, thought maybe big break, get noticed, Varun's there, and one of the guys came up to me and says, do you want to actually be in the shot? Like, we'll be able to see you properly. So I didn't even breathe in between. I just quickly said yeah. And when it came to actually watching the movie, my scene got cut.
Oh no.
And I was quite disappointed because I'd hyped it up and told everyone about it. I mean, luckily I only put it on my private story.
It's so sad. I really...
Yeah, it was so sad. But you know what? I did see myself in the corner because I kept looking when it came out on Amazon Prime. I kept pausing it when I knew it was my bit. And I did see myself in the corner in another scene.
That's something, I guess. At least your face was in it.
Exactly.
I was going to say you should promote the movie, but... will people be able to find you?
I mean, I'll say it, okay, it's Street Dancer 3D, but yeah, I'm somewhere in the corner, so...
Oh, maybe Bollywood, maybe it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, maybe they thought I'd, outshine Varun, you know?
Oh yeah, of course. But Ilina is a very good dancer, so I don't think you're... what is it called?
Made for acting.
I don't think show business is finished with you yet.
Yeah, maybe I should just, be a background dancer.
I think there's more to come, honestly.
Yeah, maybe, or if I make a dance page or something and I just keep tagging them, you never know.
Oh, really? Oh, you're planning on making one?
No, but I feel like this is a good platform to, maybe just give shout outs.
Just in case, you decide not to be a doctor anymore.
Just in case. But yeah, no, do you know what? Speaking of announcements, are you ready for this one? I feel this is a really good place to actually share knowledge and messages.
Yeah, I'm ready, always.
Okay, ready? Liverpool are the champions, and we still are. And
so,
yeah.
I'm really sorry, this is going to disappoint a lot of people, but I don't actually understand anything about football.
Yeah, basically, we waited 30 years for this, so I feel like it just had to be said.
30 years?
Yeah, the Man United fans can unmute me now.
I would say congratulations, but I don't really know if that's the right word to use. Is that what people say in football terms?
We usually just scream and shout, I'm not gonna lie, and just get really gassed.
Okay, I will, maybe not on the podcast, but I will scream for you in my own time.
Thank you. So, since we do medicine, I feel like there's a part of the audience we can actually address misconceptions about.
Yep, of course.
So, let's start with, how's medicine going?
Well, there is a lot to say, isn't there? One of those being that I've done this degree, I finished 2 years of this degree and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Same.
It's so broad, don't really know what I want to do yet. I don't know if other medics feel the same way. Sometimes I'm like, oh, everyone seems to know what they're doing, but except me. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yeah, literally. I feel like this is where you need to fake the confidence, though, because, not gonna lie, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, and, when family come up to you and they say, oh, my left rib hurts.
Oh, my gosh, every time.
And you don't know what to do. So, basically, I just, make it up sometimes, just for the bants, and I'll, look into their eyes and be like, you have an iron deficiency. And I'll be like, yeah, they're yellow.
So you just do it for your own entertainment?
Yeah, I feel like that's the only way. Otherwise, you can just get really bogged down that you don't know everything.
I should really try that.
Yeah, and once my brother was trying to do veganuary. Vegan January, whatever. Yeah, and I told him that roti has eggs in it, so you can't eat it. And I don't know why, he just believed me. So for 2 weeks, he just wouldn't eat roti. I mean, obviously say you're joking after, but I feel like it's actually a good way sometimes to just have a little banter.
No eggs on this podcast.
Yeah, no eggs.
No, but I have like the opposite problem because my dad will love to interrogate me about medicine.
Oh, is your dad in the medical field?
He is. I remember one time he came up to me and was just like, oh, my leg hurts. What muscle is it? No, literally not even, he didn't even point. He just said, I think he just wanted me to like revise anatomy. It's so bad. It's really intense. Like, I don't know when it's coming.
That's scary.
And like I said earlier, I don't actually know anything.
No, same. But I feel like the $1 million question is, have you always wanted to do medicine?
The $1 million question. No, definitely not. I think because I have a couple of cousins in India who are doctors and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know, people always used to ask me, like, are you going to follow in their footsteps? You're going to follow in your dad's footsteps? But when I was younger, I would always, like, completely deny it. I would never want to be associated with it. I would literally just be like, no, I don't know what I want to do, but it's definitely not that. But I don't know what changed my mind. I think I was like, yeah, let me just, as we all have to do, got a bit of work experience, you know. I think that was really the turning point. It's a bit of a boring answer, really, isn't it? I guess that's what it really was.
Yeah, I mean, like, for an interview, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I wish I knew what to say then.
But entertainment wise,
yeah, entertainment wise, probably not, but at least I was honest.
Not gonna lie, I was a basic brown girl who wanted to be a Bollywood actress. Or dancer.
Standard.
Yeah, very basic.
You almost made it though, you almost made it.
True. But actually, when I went to the Bollywood shoot, I met a lady who was an actress that actually did medicine. It was kind of scary.
Oh no.
Like, so she did medicine but changed and dropped out of it in her first year.
I would have been scared. Like, what is in store?
Exactly. That made me think of, like, you know, like, coincidence, superstition. But actually, that leads us nicely onto the next segment.
Perfect segue into what we had planned next.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I didn't know what segue meant when you said it. Like, I'm that medic that's quite dopey.
Really? No, I do. I think that's a podcast thing. I've listened to a couple of other podcasts and I think that's the term they use. Like, this segues on. I don't know why, like, any actual, like, roller skating segue actually has anything to do with this, but it's the term. I'd like to say I'm technical.
Yeah, you've done your research. I think you'll be an expert by the end of this, coming up with all these terms.
Definitely not.
I only know the segue that you, like, play outside on.
Anyway, let's not lose track. Let's go on to what we actually wanted to talk about. So, especially because our current situation with Miss Corona over here.
Miss Corona.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else has heard Corona being referenced to like that, Miss Rona.
I've heard loads of things on WhatsApp, like the Asian aunties forwarding budgeons about Corona, singing like, Corona, go away.
Oh my gosh, budgeons about Corona.
Yeah.
It's like some other world.
Yeah, WhatsApp's just gone to the next level right now. It's actually so scary though, all the rumours going around about COVID cures.
Fake news, man, fake news.
It's like that thing where they say like Asian aunties have a PhD in Corona.
Yeah, from WhatsApp University. I saw that one.
So, Vasudha, I think it's time we ask you though, what is the funniest rumour you've heard?
Funniest COVID rumour. I did read this somewhere where someone like cut up onions and like put them all around their house because apparently that's supposed to help.
Oh, but doesn't it smell?
I'm sure it did. Like, imagine how would you get to sleep like if you had like an onion on your bedside table? Oh, it would just stink up the place.
Yeah, and like, you know, I've heard people put like garlic out in case of vampires. I mean, yeah, I've heard that. But like, wouldn't your house just stink?
Yeah, it's supposedly
like it would just smell like a whole food thing.
For your immune system, man. I don't know, but onions sounds pretty crazy. Thank God my mum never did that.
Oh my God, imagine. I've had one where it says to drink water every 15 minutes and it has to be warm water so that it can basically flush the virus through.
It flushes the virus like a toilet.
Yeah, I think they just think that like drinking warm water will like enhance the effects of it and wash all the toxins out. I'm like, I don't think you understand how this works. But like, I just thought you'd have to like pee all the time.
What, is that the analogy that they use? Like a washing machine?
I mean, I'm not a good medic, but I know what a cell is. But they just think that the water will like make it like, you know, be flushed out.
But imagine,
you just have to pee.
50, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, every 15 minutes, how many times would you be going to the toilet?
Too many times. Way too many times.
That's a bit, oh my gosh, that's a bit excessive.
And it means that, like, I swear you, like, overdose on water.
So another thing that my parents were doing is that they read that there's some substance called quinine.
Yeah.
And you find it a lot in tonic water, like, you know, like Indian tonic water. And you mix it with a certain substance that I won't be talking about on this podcast. And they've been drinking that every night.
Every night? I mean, it's an excuse, right? Like a good excuse. I mean, no, not a good excuse, an excuse.
It's definitely an excuse. For tonic water, of course.
Have you tried Indian tonic water?
I have. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I like it that much.
Yeah, I feel like it's quite bitter, but I think people buy it just because it says the word Indian.
I'm 100% sure that is exactly why my parents bought it.
Oh my god, one I've heard though, this one's so funny. It's like the COVID rumour, right? It says breathe through your nose but not your mouth. Because if you breathe through your nose, the COVID will go to your lungs.
I don't think they realise that everything's just everything's just a mishmash in there, you know? So the corona will go straight to your stomach and what, you digest it?
Yeah, because they're saying that if you breathe through your mouth, then it will go to your stomach instead. But, I mean, it's like...
Because
yeah,
there
like
isn't
if there
one.
would be a cure, it wouldn't be through WhatsApp.
There isn't one. WhatsApp University, I don't know. Oh, I think they need to reference their information a bit more. Oh, that's annoying because I feel if I could read Hindi properly, I would 100% try and verify it for my parents.
I mean, I'm trying to learn Hindi, but I'm learning it off like watching Mahabharata for like the 4th time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not really the everyday use one. Because I'm just like knowing all these big words like, you know, compassion, justice.
Oh my gosh,
so
yeah.
it's not really every day.
Like conversational Hindi. But did you ever watch like all the serials or anything?
Yeah.
Because that's definitely like more conversational.
Yeah, I
isn't
mean,
it?
I used to protest a lot against watching them a lot and be like, no, but secretly I kind of liked it, I'm not gonna lie. But I think also this is how like superstitions are spread as well. I've seen the amount I've seen in those dramas. I'm like, this just doesn't make sense. That is actually a good segue, you know. I know how to use the word now.
Yeah, Nazar. Oh my goodness. I've heard a couple of crazy things as well.
What have you heard?
So, this was when I was a kid. My mum would like walk me to school when I was in primary school. My mum thought that black cats, it's like a very specific situation. If there's like a black cat and it crosses your path from like left to right, like right in front of you, that is bad luck. And so what my mum would do, literally like 7-year-old me, I would literally just be standing there and my mum would be spinning me around like clockwise 3 times.
Oh my god.
Because apparently that wards away the nazar. I don't know where the logic comes from that.
So would she spin you in the middle of the road?
Yes, my mum would literally be spinning me around in the street.
Oh my god. I mean, I've heard left to right or right to left, but I'm not gonna, I just make it up.
It's not one that I particularly believe. Well, at least not now. I mean, I do remember it happened to me again when I was alone and I had to make sure no one was looking around and I started spinning around.
Just in case.
Just in case. Do you ever feel like that?
No, literally though, but even with like nazar, I feel like so I say compliments in speech marks, right? So when people, imagine, give me compliments on like skin or whatever, if I've made an effort, the next day I will get a spot.
Oh no, that always happens.
And I'm like, what is that if that's not nazar? It has to be. On one hand, you think that it's like, you know, if you pray and like a lot, then you'll be, you know, protected and things from like bad energy. But still, sometimes it like happens.
Oh really?
But then I've heard like a black thread, like I've come home and told my mum and my mum said like keep a black thread and it'll ward it away. And I'm like, but how does that help?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these things, I remember I always ask people like because I'm sure there is some kind of like
explanation,
reasoning behind it. Whether it makes sense or not, but I don't know. No one ever gives me a straight answer. What is a black thread gonna do? I'm sure you have to do some kind of puja with the black thread first.
Exactly. Like I think it's the praying and the actual like faith behind it. I'm not sure if the actual black thread does it.
Okay, do you want to introduce the next bit?
Okay, so this is the Ask the Masi segment. Actually, there's 2 of us this time, so I guess it's Ask the Masis.
Ask the Masis, yeah.
A little disclaimer. The advice we're going to give, obviously, take it with a bit of Was it pinch of salt?
So we have a couple of dilemmas that have been sent in on our Instagram at KCL Hindu Sock. If you don't follow, please go
Little
follow.
promo there.
And we are gonna see how much we can help.
So, do you want to start with the first question?
Okay, so this is another little relationship drama that we have going on. This is what was sent in. My ex has messaged me after a messy breakup and wants to meet. Should I give them a chance? And the messy breakup happened a year ago.
So, first of all, if I was a cool Masi and I was just a regular Masi, I'd be like, why are you speaking to boys? Focus on your education.
Isn't it?
But I'm a cool Masi. So, first of all, I think it depends on, have they spoken to you, out there, listener? Have they spoken to you since the breakup, or is this like a random message?
I think it was a random one.
So, not gonna lie, I'm gonna hit you with the harsh truth and be like, they might be bored in lockdown.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think
because
of that.
there's so much time. I feel like you need to go full girl FBI and just find out from, first of all, from their friends, your friends, whatever, what his current situation is, you know? Because that is quite random. Also, it depends on the reason of the breakup. Like, were they horrible to you? Was it messy? Was it because of long distance and now they moved house? But I think first of all, you need to gather some info, you know, before you jump straight into it. And don't be like, you know, completely naive. Because sometimes I think like the whole world will be genuine. But then you need to use a bit of intelligence as well. And just think, you know, like, think of how it ended last year. And, like, do you really want to go through it again?
Full girl FBI, that's your advice. Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you, Masi. What do you think?
I agree. I think context does depend on it. Because if they did something really horrible, is it really worth it? Like, you don't really need a whole year to realise that what you did was horrible, exactly. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it also depends on what the reason is for wanting to meet up. Is it they want to see if they have a chance again? Is it because they want a bit of closure? I think that's also really important to
also, I
consider.
think maybe guilt.
Yeah.
Like, they, you know, I know someone that wanted to meet their ex a year later and it didn't go so well. It was just for their own guilt and they never spoke to them again. So you just have to think, are they doing it for themselves? And then you need to think for yourself as well. What do you really need? Are you like in a happier space now?
I think you'll follow your gut instinct. It's usually right.
Yeah, exactly. Follow your gut.
It's usually right. What do you think their intentions are?
Exactly. You need to just, you know, do a bit of psychology.
Okay, so what dilemma do you have?
So, this is a sister messaging in saying her brother is allowed to do everything and go out. He's the same age as her, but she's not allowed the same kind of privileges. What do you think, Masi?
That's a really hard one. I don't know. I think it's quite, in the Asian community, I feel like they do quite go overboard with protection, especially with like girls in the family. I mean, obviously every family is different, but that is, I guess you could say, is like the stereotypical kind of ideology. It's quite difficult. What should she do about it?
I think it depends on the context.
Everything is context, man. Yeah.
I think, whatever we say, just, you know, another disclaimer, just, you know, we don't want to give you bad advice. Just apply it to the context you're in.
It depends also what kind of things the brother is going out to doing. Like, is it certain things that if you ask to do the same thing, you're not allowed? Or is it concerns of like safety? It's quite a tough one, but I think if it's quite important to try and establish with your parents that why you're feeling that way, like that you're feeling that the treatment is kind of unfair. It's kind of hard to, like, you have to kind of like break your parents down a little bit slowly by slowly.
It's like wave after wave.
Slowly by slowly. Oh no.
Yeah. And I think it depends on the type of person as well. Like, not just the gender, what type of person are you? And also address the underlying issue. So it depends on trust. Like, for example, if, when you go out, you don't reply to, your messages, keep your phone on you. If it's something, a stigma, like, about daughters, then be like, hello, like, Goddess Lakshmi in the house. If it's a protective thing, then, like, I don't know, phone tracking, maybe? But it might be unfair, like, if your brother isn't tracked and you are, so maybe try, like, tell them. But also, I would say, if you don't ask, you don't get. So definitely say something. Don't keep it bottled up. But literally address the underlying cause and just do it respectfully. But definitely question it, especially if it's like bothering you. I mean, it is, because
you definitely shouldn't like just sit and let it happen, because otherwise it's just stopping you doing from what you want to do. And really, you're an adult right now. You should be allowed to, like, you should go out and live your life, that kind of thing.
We sound like those Masis, I think, just show that it affects you as well. Like, appeal in a way that you're explaining how it makes you feel.
Definitely.
Obviously respectfully. But yeah. Also, if you have to cry, just like cry.
Oh my gosh.
That might work. Oh my god, I feel like we're giving such bad advice. Go full girl really FBI. Use your emotions. I feel so invested in this. I actually feel like that Masi giving advice.
That's exactly what a cool Masi would do.
But we should say, next time we're gonna obviously answer more questions. So DM them in. We'll keep them anonymous. This is a message to the listeners, by the way. And we might even get some dial-ins, fan mail.
I hope I do get fan mail. I hope I get some fan DMs. Yeah, that would be quite nice.
Fan DMs. Yeah, I think we need to give that definitely means we need to give your address now.
Yeah. So follow at KCL Hindu Sock. Shameless plug.
Oh my god, how many shout outs?
Yeah, no, we have to, we're trying to drill it into your heads that that's the account you need to follow. That's where it's at, guys.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to show us what you've been doing. Obviously, hashtag Hindus at home. Oh my god, that's actually a good way to go into our cooking segment. You can hashtag that a lot. Food, everyone eats it.
Our cooking segment. So what have you been doing, Ilina, for Hindus at home?
Okay, literally everything. Obviously, if I posted everything, then, I wouldn't give others a chance. I've always liked cooking, but recently I've been trying new things. My mum makes barfi, actually, so she has made so much that I'm sure she can put, I don't know if you know barfia. Yeah.
Oh, I do love barfi.
Yeah, she can literally put barfia out of business. She's made that much. So she's trying different, like, flavours. And strawberry barfi is actually so nice.
That's quite nice. Strawberry's not a very Indian fruit either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have so many, like, new flavours by the end of it. But yeah, I'll bring it into Hindu Sock stuff.
I think that's what everyone's been doing, like, just experimenting with random things, yeah.
I was just gonna say that I'm making zoodles today. I just really wanted to say that word.
I'm so, like, sceptical to try that.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought you needed special tools, but my mum said you can just slice it. So, yeah, I'm gonna try zoodles
just grate
today.
It, yeah. Oh, if you don't know, if you're listening and you don't know, zoodles are like, what is it, zucchini noodles, which is a courgette.
Yeah, so also known as courgette, like courgette spaghetti.
I love pasta so much, like I love the carbiness of the pasta.
That feeling.
But that nap you take after a big bowl of pasta.
Oh my god.
I get the same thing when I'm at my grandma's house and we just overload on rice. Rice is such a sleepy food.
But I feel like at my grandma's house, I'm always just feeling full. Like, they just keep a stash of chocolate there, knowing I'll have it. And I'll just crash every time, even if I haven't had rice.
You need that sugar rush.
I think it's just that feeling of contentment, though. Oh my god, no. But the worst is when they pour you one more spoon when you say stop. So I think that's the reason.
It's such a skill. You have to say stop. You can't say stop when it's enough. You have to say it before. You have to say it before, like a spoonful before, because that extra spoonful is always coming.
It's actually a true skill.
But yeah, let me know how the zoodles go.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll look good, so I'm not gonna hashtag Hindus at home.
No, you can't say that on the podcast. Everything is Hindus at home. You have to.
Yeah, but I need to give others a chance.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I think we've covered everything that we wanted to today.
Yeah, we've basically told you to go full girl FBIs. We've had about 10 Hindus at home entries. Yeah.
Yeah, at KCO Hindu Sock.
Oh. Challenge those WhatsApp cures, things that, if you're not being treated equally, don't be afraid to speak up. That is my motivational talk of the day. Oh, yeah, no. Let us know. Did you meet your ex? I really want to know that now. I'm like really invested in it. And also let us know if you for more Ask the Masi problems, and if the solutions actually worked, if you tried them.
100%. And let us know your thoughts on tonic water. And whether you've tried putting onions around your house, like.
Oh my god, yeah.
Do you sleep at night?
And let us know like the funniest like COVID cures and stuff that you've heard, and send them in. We actually want an interactive audience. But yeah, we're here for you. Oh my god, hashtag
Hindus are here. Hindus are everywhere.
Hashtag Hindus are here. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone, to everyone for listening.
Okay, and we'll see you on next time on Spill the Chai with KCO Hindu Society. Should we stop the recording now?
Bye guys.